Welcome to the stream that people around the internet and also in Luke's living room know as the greatest Super Mario stream on the entire internet. We have Luke Pearson. Luke, have you watched The Beautician and the Beast?
I have.
And my next question is, Joe Sparrow, did you watch the movie this time?
I did watch it. I watched it this afternoon.
Speed slamming it in.
Yeah.
Well,
2.5 times speed. No, I watched it at regular speed.
thanks to people I know who cashed in, I think it was 5,000, 3,000 channel points last week. He selected us to watch 1997's The Beautician and the Beast. So how did you find it? Open question to the room.
I went into this not knowing at all what to expect. I thought it was watchable. I thought the plot was a little bit muddled. The concept of making it like it didn't dwell on the areas I felt it needed to dwell on in order to be like a fun story. I enjoyed Fran Drescher. She was really enjoyable. And Timothy, what's his name? Timothy James Bond. But overall, I did not care for it.
James Bond. You did not care for it, Joe. I mean, how many stars would you give it?
I would give it 2 rather than 1.
Good. That's the right answer. Luke, how many stars would you give it, and how was your general feeling about the movie?
I was hovering between a 2 and a 3, so I'm like, I'm high
Good.
there. Like I felt like you'd be hard pushed to say it was a great film. It's silly and problematic, but the main thing is I did laugh a lot of times. I did think it was funny, and I did enjoy it throughout, and I felt like it broadly succeeded at what it was trying to do. I thought it was far better than Spawn, and I thought it was far better than Snyder Cut.
So you're saying that Spawn 1997 is not the best movie of 1997.
Yeah, I'd say it's better than Spawn.
Oh yeah, look at this. This lag is bad.
That's all right.
Well,
that just means the laggier the stream, the more time we have to talk about Beautician and the Beast.
Exactly.
That's where I actually wanted to start, was with the title. Like they're making a pun on Beauty and the Beast, and there were some elements. Oh no, Lulu's gone. Oh no.
No.
What's going on? But yeah, that like, because they had I was surprised by the animated segment at the beginning, right? That feels like when did the Disney Beauty and the Beast movie come out? That's something I'm gonna check. Can't have been around the
Probably
same
was
time.
close to this, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, something weird's going on with our cameras.
Oh, sorry. Did someone say Beautician and the Beast?
Oh my god.
Did I get
Uh-oh.
Hey, I'm here to say I've made a silly quiz that I want you to play. I've got some questions, give me some answers. If you're not sure, just take a chance.
But can the stream hear Timothy? Well, gang, obviously Timothy's hacked the stream, and what's going on? Tell us what's happening.
Well, it's Timothy's super fun quiz. Yeah, it's me, Timothy Winchester, the brains and bum of the High Score Club quizzes, and I'm here to ask you 5 questions about your new favourite movie, The Beautician and the Beast.
I can see your wonderful human figure at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. That's just so everybody knows that I'm actually a beautiful person. Question number 1. Which of these is not a lesson that Joy Miller teaches the children?
This isn't, first of all, sorry, Timothy, this isn't fair. Joe slacked off and watched it just now. I watched it on Monday.
Is it A, match your shoes to your purse? Is it B, the bold and the beautiful? Or is it C, extracting hair gel from aloe plants?
I'm pretty sure it's C, because I think that there was a thing involving hair gel, but I remember that being with the guy in the car at the beginning, not with the children. So I think it's C.
I've gone for C.
Okay, interesting. You don't believe in aloe plants. So, Martin, what do you think?
Well, as a bald man, and obviously this is a very pro-bald stream. If you watched last week, we had the Bald Mario fan art challenge. I would have remembered if there was a lesson called The Bald and the Beautiful. So I don't think it's that. But I remember C is definitely a lesson, because it's in the classroom that she makes within the kind of palace, right?
Correct answer is B. The Bold and the Beautiful is not a real lesson. She did teach them about matching your shoes to your purse. There's a picture.
0.
She did teach them about how to extract hair gel from aloe plants. So if you got it right, if you said B, you get
I don't
one.
recognize either of those screen grabs. Like, I must have been.
Luke!
Look at
Luke,
on,
what were you doing? Were you on your phone when the movie was playing, Luke?
Maybe.
Come on, Luke. Number 2, everyone. Which of these Eurovision acts is not from a country that borders Slovakia? So just to make it easier, I can tell you that Slovakia shares a border with Hungary, Romania, and the Ukraine. So all you really have to do is tell me which of these Eurovision acts does not come from one of those countries. Is it A, A Lady Breathing Fire? B, I don't know. That's Tots TV all grown up. C, Xena Warrior Princess, and D, I don't know, your older brother's first uni band. And you load up that next screen, and we'll find.
I'm still right. I'm still writing.
You're still writing down that one letter.
Yes, done.
The fire breathing. So what was it? It was Hungary, Slovenia, and Ukraine. I don't think any of those countries would go for fire breathing as an act. I think they would rely on different things. So that's my guess. A. I think it's too ostentatious for any of those.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, well thought out.
I put D, just because. Just a feeling.
Yeah,
it looked on a stereotypical level the least Eastern European.
Well, I'm split because I think A is Cyprus and C is Azerbaijan, and neither share a border with Slovakia, as I remember. But I think I might be wrong that A is not Cyprus. I think it's the Fuego Lady, but I don't remember a man being with the Fuego Lady. So I'm going to say C.
Okay, C. So a spread across the board there. All right. So obviously A is Romania's Paula Selling an OV with Playing with Fire from 2010. C is the Ukraine's Ruslana Wild Dances, the winner of 2004. And D is Hungary's By Alex with a song I can't pronounce from 2013, which means that B is Moldova's Do Re Dos with My Lucky Day, which was an incredible performance with the doors and the cupboard. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
I do remember that one.
Yeah. Did we go for everything but the right answer?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, Mario mates.
We don't want Eurovision. It is next weekend, so it's vaguely topical. Next up, question 3. Which of these comedy legends does Joy Miller teach the kitchen staff to recreate with food? Is it A, the Chuckle Brothers? Is it B, young Dick Van Dyke? Is it C, young Lucille Ball? Or D, young Mary Tyler Moore?
Firstly, I need to ask Luke, how does it feel knowing that you're a BAFTA brother with the Chuckle Brothers?
Great.
Great.
Much the third chuckle at this point.
In good company.
This is like, again, just ringing no bells for me.
Luke!
Really?
Yeah, Joe, you watched it 2 hours ago, man.
Yeah.
I only saw half.
If you'd have put C, Lucille Ball, you'd have got a point because that is the correct answer. And she does the impression which is like,
Luke, Luke, did you even watch this movie, bro?
Well, didn't you think I watched it in a minimized window? I didn't. I watched it on the TV while doing nothing else. I wasn't media stacking. I was just watching this film. But yeah, again, that screen grab is. I don't remember seeing this.
Is it because you were too enraptured by what I would say was very intense and very real chemistry between Fran and Timothy Dalton?
That was incredible.
This, me making statement and you making a mumble comment after, no good. Here, I talk last.
Fine, I understand. Yes, who could get a word in edgewise?
You do it again!
So, according to Joy, whereabouts on the face does the mole go? I don't want you to write it down. I want you to take your pen and I want you to draw the mole on your face. You can turn around, don't have to do it on web stream so the others can't see you. Just draw a mole on your face.
What if our pens don't write on skin?
Well, that's not my fault. You should have got a better pen.
Okay, I think
you can just point it with a finger. Maybe.
I've got a fine liner. I'm just going to take a while to turn this into a beauty mark. I'll be right back.
Hey, hang on.
I have absolute faith in all of you. All right, Joe, you go first. Where is your mole?
There. I can't remember this at all.
Okay.
I can't remember this either.
Okay, so
Luke hasn't even drawn a mole. Does he think it's a...
You gotta really drive it in. I think Martin's mole is definitely the biggest of the three.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very striking. I will say, it really does draw the eye. Joy Miller, she's a makeup artist, so she will be looking at your face, and so when she says that the mole should go always above the left lip to balance out the cigarette, she will mean that if she is looking at your face,
Where was that in the movie?
Class, the mole always goes over the left lip. This way it balances the cigarette. See? Otherwise, if it's all on the same side, you look like you're gonna fall over.
Joe has done it right. Luke, I can't see where yours is, but
Luke's in the same place as Joe, right?
Oh, then perfect. You get a point. Luke looks furious with me too. Joe and Luke, you get a point. Martin, nothing. But yours is beautiful, so I feel like you should get a point for it for just being so eye-catching.
Thank you. I can't accept that point.
For question 3, I got a point. I got that right.
Did you?
Did you get Lucille Ball?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
it's a three-way tie.
Oh my god. Okay.
Question number 5. So, Timothy Dalton is famous for playing James Bond. Which of these James Bond does my mum think is the sexiest?
Oh,
Is it A,
yes.
Sean Connery? Is it B, Roger Moore? Is it C, Pierce Brosnan? Or is it D, Timothy Dalton, star of Beautician and the Beast?
I reckon it's Pierce, because I reckon maybe she had some affections for other Bonds prior to this, but I think when Pierce lit up that screen in GoldenEye, in 1994's GoldenEye, whenever
The
it was,
video game.
the video
When she saw the
primarily,
polygonal Pierce Brosnan chug
Sort of
across
that
the
big head
camera.
mode.
yeah, just crouching. I think she fell for him, so I think it's C.
I went for B. That was just where my heart took me.
Martin, what about you? What did you?
I went the same as Luke, and that's only because he's my favourite Bond, Roger Moore. I just would like to imagine that me and your mum have something in common.
The correct answer is yes, Roger Moore. And I will say, when I asked my mum this, she did not hesitate. She did not deviate. she went straight to Roger. I didn't even have to give her the options. Literally, it was just Roger, or no one else got a look in.
There's so much hate for Roger in the chat.
Oh my god, yeah, the chat
What's
is not
wrong,
happy.
chat? What's wrong with Roger Moore? He's the best Bond. He's the Bond that's the right mix of sexy and weird.
Yeah. I think he's also sort of like not threatening, but also sexy.
Have you seen a young Pierce Brosnan? You're telling me? Look at him, bit of chub on him here. No, no hate.
Hair.
Look at that hair. Look at this one.
Yeah.
Howdy,
I would
Daddy.
say-
Timothy, what do we do? It's a tie.
Well, it's not a tie because you're all the winners in my heart. Whoever gave Beautician and the Beast the highest scores out of 5 is the real winner.
I landed on a 2.
Okay.
A 2.
Luke, what were you giving it?
I was wavering between a 2 and a 3, but
Okay.
truthfully, I think it lands. I think I would give it a 2.
Oh, but you said it made you laugh. I was so happy when that
No,
happened.
it did.
Okay.
It did.
You're all the winners, really. But you know what? What we could do, I will happily put together an actual High Score Club full-length quiz for the 3 of you to participate in, and we can settle this once and for all, okay?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
But while I'm on stream, I just want to say, and I want to do this quiz between the 3 of us. I will win that quiz, and then I just want to take Dim on one-on-one in the pixelated box art quiz.
Oh my goodness.
That's right.
Okay.
And that's an official challenge. When I'm done with these 2, I'm coming for you, Dim. Better watch your
I
back.
was not expecting that. Dim's saying bring it. He's saying bring it. This is like bring it on all over again. All right, well, thank you so much for taking part in this very impromptu High School Club quiz. I hope you enjoyed being ambushed like this on your own stream, and hopefully we can do it all again soon.
Thanks,
See you soon,
Timothy.
gang. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Timothy.
Okay,
Bye.
I'm changing the webcams back, gang. Ho's disappointed that she can't see Luke's beauty mark.
Look, all I'll say is the pen made contact with my face.
He may have been very nice and said nobody won the quiz. Or, no one person is the winner, but I was unequivocally the loser with 2 points to your guys 3 each, so
There was a lot of
I'm-
guessing from everybody.
I'm taking that L. Yeah. I want to apologise formally to Timothy for immediately panning the movie that he got us out of the gate.
So,
Oh,
Joe,
look at that.
did you prefer Spawn?
Yeah. I appreciate a certain kind of togetherness of purpose, of plot, of vision in these films. and that was what I felt like it was lacking a little bit. Like the intrinsic parts, Timothy Dalton is a handsome dictator who is redeemed over the course of the movie. Fran Drescher is a sort of as Fran Drescher. You know, like all these parts are great, but they just didn't mesh together for me.
It got nominated for Razzies. It's Rotten Tomatoes.
Did it really? I don't think it's Razzie worthy. I will say that. I don't think it's Razzie worthy.
I think firstly, she is, and you know, I say this with the full support of my wife, who agrees. She's one of Earth's babeliest babes, or should I say, one of Earth's most admirable women. I say this with the full support of my wife. Chilpa says, who would we rather go on a date to Pizza Express with? The beautician or the clown from Spawn?
Well, okay, so benefits to the Violator, okay? Like, you know how when you go to a restaurant, you don't all want to order the same thing. It's great to go out to the restaurant with somebody who you know is going to order something weird. And the Violator, John Leguizamo as the Violator, he shows within the text of that film. It's not even not even in doubt.
Within
it's not
the
like
piece.
Inferred or whatever. Yeah, within the piece. He eats he eats a pizza with maggots on it. So you know he's up for like the one with eggplant on it, or the one with like artichoke.
Whoa, you can't equate maggots with eggplant and artichoke.
No. For me personally, I really like a pizza with some nice gorgonzola on it. You know, a nice blue cheese.
Yeah.
And what is blue cheese if not, you know,
necrotic dairy.
necrotic milk? Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But I think I would go with Drescher. I think I go. Or no, what's her name? Joy Miller.
Joy Miller.
I'm impressed. I remember the character's name.
You watched it 2 hours ago.
It's true. It is very true.
Who's a more lovable dictator? Timothy Dalton or Hayden Christensen? Is that his name?
Well, he's not a dictator. You can't say Darth Vader's not a dictator.
Is he
Like
just
a
a cruel
proto-dictator.
warlord?
He's not ruling anything.
Question for Lulu again. Sorry to be picking on Lulu as the number one Star Wars fan in my
Nice.
life. Would you put a character from Star Wars on your pop culture Mount Rushmore?
I don't know what my pop culture Mount Rushmore would be. Do you have a pop culture Mount Rushmore?
I haven't thought about it. If you're going to make a pop culture Mount Rushmore, do you make it for yourself, or do you make it based on what you based on a kind of sense of gravitas and importance? We need to go backwards. Gravitas and importance for the characters.
I think it's more interesting for you to say it of yourself.
My number one pick, Macho Man Randy Savage. Luke, is Yoda going on yours?
No.
Oh, is any Star Wars character going on there? Is it Jar Jar Binks?
They could, but Yoda's definitely not my favourite character, so it wouldn't be.
Who is your favourite character?
I just know it's not Yoda.
Okay.
Joe, who's your number one draft pick for your Mount Rushmore? And you don't have to commit to this. This can be a work in progress.
Is it am I going to lose points in your eyes for picking something obscure?
No, it's your Mount. You know, on the basis of you saying this is a very personal monument. You can pick something obscure.
Like maybe something Satoshi Kon related, but even then, I don't think there's any there's no one characters in a Satoshi Kon thing that just make me think oh, that's carve that on a giant piece of rock kind of thing. I'm genuinely not sure. Sorry, that's not a very interesting answer.
It's a big question. It's a big question.
Yeah, maybe some Final Fantasy stuff as well.
Oh.
Maybe culturally, I feel like that's. I'm just passing. Obviously, as somebody who draws for a living, maybe I'm just treating this too much as a kind of artsy thing.
Luke was about to drop pick number one though. Luke.
I'm just trying to think of some maybe Postman Pat. Maybe.
Oh, bold, big and bold. Would Chilipas be just 4 different engines from Thomas the Tank Engine?
Actually, yeah, maybe I would do Thomas over Postman Pat.
You can have both. There's four slots.
No, it can't be both because it would have to be more varied than that. But there would definitely be some kind of classic kids TV character would be on there.
Ness maybe.
Ness,
a little
okay.
bit. Just that pure, almost symbolified kind of picture of an American kid you know.
I mean, not so much at the time, but obviously extremely seminal now.
Would you put Jim Carrey's The Mask on your Mount Rushmore?
1,000%.
Yellow hat.
Talking about things I put on Mount Rushmore of comics as a kid: The Mask, one of the Turtles, Animal Man. Fourth one. That's a tough one. Fourth one. I'd probably go Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, really?
Spider-Man. I read more Batman as a kid, but I always thought it was a little treat to get a Spider-Man. I associate more happy times reading Spider-Man comics. The three of us, we need to go away and come back with our Mount Rushmores of characters next week.
For sure.
Think about it. Make it official.
I might make a mock-up of mine. I might photo bash a mock-up of my Mount Rushmore, and then maybe we can get it up on screen and see if people can recognize what the things are.
Let's do it. Let's look at our stamps to conclude. Here we go. Look how few stamps we've got left to go.
They're so lovely as well in this game. I love the stamps.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They feel great.
We're going to come back with our pop culture Mount Rushmores. So we're going to think about this very deeply. There may be graphics involved. Joe seems eager to get into Photoshop. I want to thank Timothy for hosting a special pop quiz. Fruit Gang, baby. I'm looking forward to firstly beating you two jabronis at the quiz and then coming for Dim. Luke, are you going to come back next week and put Luke Skywalker and then bigger Luke Skywalker on the
slots?
It's tempting, yeah.
I'm already brewing in my head. Okay. I want to pick some stuff that's some mainstream stuff. It's like making a mixtape for your for your high school crush.
You only get 4 though. If you're watching this on YouTube, smash that subscribe button and tinkle that bell, and go follow us on the internet. You know all the stuff. See you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.